To create your sketchbook covers, you will need 2 pieces of cardboard cut 6 by 9, 2 pieces of paper cut 8 by 11, 2 pieces of paper cut 5.5 by 8.5. You will need a ruler, a pair of scissors, a glue stick, and a real pencil. To start your sketchbook covers, you're going to take one of your cardboard pieces and one of your paper pieces. Take the back of the larger paper and trace your cardboard around. Your paper should be about 1 inch bigger on all sides, so eyeball it to make sure it's even and centered as possible. Trace it and then repeat on the next paper. Once you are done with that, you're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure a 45-degree line on all of your corners on both of your papers. You're going to want a small gap in between your 45-degree line and the box that you have on the center of your paper. This allows for you to have the cardboard fully covered in your covers instead of having a little bit of it exposed. Go ahead and do it on the second piece of paper the same way you did it to the first. Go ahead and take your scissors and cut off all of those triangles. You want to go ahead and keep those triangles. You don't have to use them later, but it's a nice option to have, and I'll explain that in a minute. Go ahead and take your first paper and your glue stick, and you're going to want to fully cover that box inside with glue. Use as much glue as a middle schooler would and not as much as a kindergartner would. Fill it completely up. Then take your cardboard piece and stick it right back in that glue. With your hands, press it to make sure it sticks and sticks well. Flip it over and take your real pencil and use that pressure to really get it to stick. This makes sure that your covers look like covers and not cardboard with paper on them. Just make sure you get the corners and make sure you get the middle, and it's really nicely secure. Flip it back over and use the triangles that you cut off to fill those corners. That way, just in case any of your tabs do not fully cover your cardboard, this allows that space to be fully covered. You don't have to do this step, but if you're unsure, it's a nice addition to really make your sketchbook look complete. Once all of those triangles are glued on, you're going to take your glue stick again and do one side at a time. You're going to pull from the center and you're going to pull very tight to make sure that that cardboard is completely covered and nice and tight. Get the whole side down, make sure all of the edges are stuck well, and then take your pencil and really push it down. If you push it down well now and you get the corners all done, it will not come up during the duration of your sketchbook. Do it to all sides. Again, glue well, pull from that center, pull tight, make sure all the corners are down. Take your pencil, make sure you use a good amount of pressure when you use your pencil to really get everything to stick and stick well. Repeat on all of the sides of the paper. Once that cover paper is on, you're going to take one of the smaller pieces of paper and again fill it with a good amount of glue. Not a kindergarten size amount, but definitely be generous with the amount of glue that you use. Make sure you get those corners and fill it completely with glue. Once the glue is on there, you're going to eyeball the center again of the cover. There should be about 1/4 of an inch of overhang of your cover paper on all 4 sides. Make sure you measure that well before sticking it. Then again, take your pencil and really get all those corners down and make sure it's secure. Once that first cover is complete, you're on to the next. After that second cover is complete, you should have 2 covers. Figure out which one you like for the front cover and figure out which one you want for the back cover.